All right. LDWMMAC. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, folks. I'm here, and I'm going to go ahead and shout out to Jason Rose, and also shout out to General Africa. General Africa made a very good video on the subject. Jason Rose put the information in my comment thread, and I appreciate Jason Rose for putting the information always in the comment thread. It definitely is a great addition to the channel. So good looking out. Okay, I put this photograph of Cris Cyborg up for a reason, because you got microscopic morons running around here still thinking that Cris Cyborg don't have jiu-jitsu. Her wrestling, don't think she know how to wrestle, don't think she understands jiu-jitsu. And of course, Cris Cyborg just got out of jiu-jitsu training with this gi on. And I don't know, people stupid. They just don't understand a good mixed martial artist when they see one. And Cris Cyborg is that good, okay? She's extremely good, and she is one of the best, if not the best. Cat Zingano has been calling out Cris Cyborg for damn near 3 years, okay? She's been doing it, and Cat is serious about taking this fade with Cris Cyborg. Cat Zingano want that smoke. But you know what? Cat Zingano was let go by the UFC, and, Scott Coker, had Cat Zingano back in Strikeforce. He had Cris Cyborg, and everybody talks about how Scott Coker promotes people. Cris was happy with Scott. Scott did a good job of promoting Cris Cyborg, and Scott Coker is prepared to do whatever he got to do. He gonna give Cris a bag, and he'll probably give Cat Zingano a nice bit of money to come on over there. Of course, Cat Zingano will have to fight at featherweight, because that's pretty much, they only have featherweight and flyweight, okay? That's what I'm aware of. So yeah, they have to be featherweights. That's not going to bother Cat Zingano. Cat don't have to cut down to 135, which she'll be happy about that. Also, too, the one championships, they're actually expanding to the American market. And if that's the case, the one championship, now they got some money. And when I tell you they got money, an endless bank account, I'm not going to tell you what kind of money it is, but let's just put it this way. Oh, it's some money. And they could afford to really pay Cris Cyborg a lot of money. The only thing is, though, they don't have the athletes in a division to actually be able to challenge Cris Cyborg. They don't have any athletes. None that I'm aware of. Okay, now maybe they got so much money that they can hurry up and populate a division. And you know what? They could do that. They could do that, guys. That's just what it is. But I don't know. It's almost unlikely that they would find enough people. They might get 1 or 2 people in there for Cris to beat up. But there are no legacy fights at one championships. That leaves PFL. Okay, PFL, I don't think that they can match the bag that Scott got, and I don't think they can match the bag that one championship got. And also, too, there are no legacy fights at PFL. I mean, going over there and beating Kayla Harrison, that's not a legacy fight. And then, what people will do is that they will come and they will actually, won't give Cris Cyborg credit for that win. They won't do that, okay? They'll never do that. They won't give her credit for that win if she beats Kayla Harrison. Because then people will be saying what I've been saying, Kayla Harrison too green, Kayla Harrison this, Kayla Harrison that. See, that's what they'll start saying. They won't give Cris will never get her just due for beating Kayla Harrison. I can tell you that now, it won't happen. It is what it is. She will never get her just due if she beats Kayla Harrison, okay? And then I don't even want to hear it either, man. At least Kayla wasn't scared to fight. Kayla gonna get knocked out fighting Cyborg. So no, the legacy fight is in Bellator with Julia Budd, and everybody know that that's the fight that if we can't see Nunes and Cyborg too, we know that the fight that we want to see is Cris Cyborg versus Julia Budd. That's it. Okay, that's the fight we want to see. Dana White killed the other fight. Okay, and Dana White, y'all can believe Dana White all y'all want to, and some of y'all will believe anything. Okay, y'all know this man got a history of lying. You know that all he do is lie, and y'all know that it was a money issue. I don't know why people so dumb. The reason why Cris wouldn't sign, Cris scared of Amanda. Yep, go ahead and believe that. Even though the man done already came out and pretty much said that, he doing what he got to do. Man, I said I ain't never talked bad about you. Still talking bad about it. So y'all, some of y'all can't connect dots. That's some of y'all problem. Can't connect no dots. But anyway, Scott Coker said that he's going to match anybody's bag out there. Okay? These are Scott Coker's words. He is going to match any bag to get Cris Cyborg. That means it don't matter what's being offered. Scott Coker is prepared to make an offer and match. And guys, I told y'all we're going to hear something. Okay, we're going to hear something soon. And I'm sure he's going to scoop Cat Zingano up, because that's another fight. Cyborg and Zingano. That's another fight, that people want to. Well, I don't want to see that fight. I think Cris Cyborg will put an end to Cat Zingano. I like Cat Zingano. Cat Zingano, beautiful woman. I just don't want to see Cat end it, because she stayed in and took one too many. And people like Cat Zingano, they don't know when to stop. They just don't know. They don't know when enough is enough. They don't have that sense inside them to be like, oh man, I can't fight no more. Like, Cat don't get it. She don't understand that. The fighting game is really a young woman's game. And if you're already compromised, and if you're an older woman and compromised, the fight game not for you, okay? You're going to get put out of this thing. You will be put out of this. And that's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. But, it'll be a good time. And I'll be happy for Cyborg. Definitely want her to go over there and go, hook Julia Budd up. And I like Julia Budd, too. I like Julia Budd. Julia Budd got her style is very exciting. It's entertaining. You don't really ever see a boring Julia Budd fight. Now, I like Julia Budd because Julia don't care. She'll bite down on that mouthpiece, and Julia ain't afraid, man. She ain't afraid to get no smoke. So, Julia ain't afraid no more. Because Julia at one point wasn't going to fight Cris, but Julia was on that band. She was saying, well, Cris was on steroids and she was jacked. And I can't even blame Julia Budd for that. I can't do it. Okay? Julia want to fight somebody clean, man. And, you don't want to be in there with somebody, for a fact that they've been on that stuff. So, Julia won't smoke now. And that's what's important. Julia Budd wants that smoke right now. And so we'll see. We'll see how this all develop, man. We'll see how this all develop. But, it just seems, Bellator just seems like that's probably the better way to go. I don't think Cris need to be sitting here messing around all these other organizations that, you don't even know who you're going to be fighting. And, then PFL, man, they structure. I just don't like it, man. Like, the only person that seems like that's got a long-term contract at PFL is Kayla Harrison. The rest of these jokers, man, these are people she beating and then you don't see them no more. But you guys tell me what you think. I'm done. Oh, and this is the best women's MMA platform on YouTube. Don't let these other people that's hating, and don't let these other people that's pretending. Okay, they pretending. Okay, they pretending. This the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.